Kim Kardashian failed the bar exam and wants us to feel bad for her. I'm sorry. This one has layers. Yesterday, I woke up to probably the most tone-deaf video I've seen on the internet in a while, and I had to talk about it. Now, on this channel, we normally cover more political topics about all the terrible shit that's happening in our country, and I really wanted to do this video because I feel like we could all just use a laugh. Because the struggles that wealthy people endure on a day-to-day basis are laughable compared to the crises of us peasants. The violence in the Congo, Sudan, and Gaza, our own state-funded Gestapo disappearing anybody they want off the streets, our own healthcare bankrupting us, on top of the stress of living paycheck to paycheck, while the top 1% have never been richer in all of human history. And yes, celebrities can't help but be on their fucking bullshit. Did you know that over 550 million plastic shampoo bottles are thrown out in the United States every single year? The vast majority of these shampoo bottles do not get recycled, but one of the benefits of living in the year 2025 is that we now have environmentally conscious alternatives. I have been looking for a bar shampoo and conditioner for a few years now, but a lot of them are just a little too earthy. You know, they would dry out my hair, and I struggled to find that Goldilocks just right option where I could help the environment and still look fabulous. Kitsch reached out and I've been using their rice water protein shampoo and conditioner bars for a few months now. My hair feels strong and shiny. These bars are power packed with rice water protein, which helps generate hair growth and also strengthen your hair. I've noticed less breakage. I've noticed that my hair has been softer. The lather is so nice, and I've been able to ditch plastic shampoo and conditioner bottles for good, which has allowed me to make my routine a little bit more eco-friendly. These shampoo and conditioner bars are made without sulfates, parabens, or phthalates, just clean, powerful ingredients that work across all hair types. With my discount, you can get both the shampoo and conditioner for $21, or if you just want to try one out, you can get one of them for about $11 with my discount. If you're trying to grow out your hair or repair damage, or just cut plastic from your routine, these shampoo and conditioner bars are a great place to start. Kitsch also ships internationally to 90 different countries, and you can use my discount code to get 25% off. This is one of the best products because it can make you feel beautiful and also lessen your negative impact on the environment. And your hair will thank you. Thank you so much to Kitsch. Make sure to check them out. Supporting my sponsors is the best way to support me. It's how we keep the lights on around here. Well, don't worry, I'm getting those ones replaced soon. Now back to the video. Just to give a little background for the uninitiated, Kim Kardashian has been pursuing a law through California's, quote, apprenticeship route. Now, this is a little bit different from the traditional route of becoming a lawyer, where you study under a practicing lawyer instead of going to law school. And this clip of her, like, breaking down about, like, being so frustrated is going viral. I wonder why. So she apparently studied all day with 4 kids at home and her personal chef and the rest of her staff and her 10 nannies. Yes, in researching this video, I found out that that bitch has 10 nannies. Imagine having so much money that you could have multiple nannies per child and also pursue an acting career when you have no talent whatsoever and you still can't pass the bar. Sorry. So anyway, in this video, she's breaking down in tears because, like, it's just so hard. Oh my God. I just never expected it to be this difficult. Right, because becoming a lawyer has always been, like, showcased as a fucking walk in the park, Kim. I mean, if I know law, that is the career that you can just slide right into. Every time I feel like I'm a step ahead, something happens to try to stop me from doing this. Oh yeah, baby. She did a mini documentary on her Instagram. This is an 8.5-minute video. I didn't even know you could post videos that long on Instagram. I watched this for the first time and all I could think was that this seems like some kind of parody. Like this seems like a Michael Scott bit from The Office.
Okay, the bar is 2 weeks away. I'm tripping a little bit. You know, I've been studying for 4 months straight, canceled all work, don't take any work calls. I don't really do anything except for being a mom and studying. So now that we're in the home stretch, the last 2 weeks, my kids are on a great vacation so I can focus.
Kids are on vacation so you can totally focus. Must be nice. I also love the what scares you on the back whiteboard. This video scares me, Kim. That's what scares me. I know this is supposed to be like her study list or whatever. I don't want to knock anyone's process, but maybe vlogging your study sessions isn't working for you. Well, Actually, we know it's not working for her. She literally failed.
And since we only have so much time, I can only do one subject a day, and then I have to let it go at this point. I have one shot, and I'll shoot my shot. I'll make it.
Oof. This didn't age well.
I get the results the same day All's Fair premieres. So it's either going to be a really good night and a great premiere. It will be.
Oh my God, I'm just so tired. But it's like every time I feel like I'm a step ahead, something happens to try to stop me from doing this. And it goes on and on and on. There's a lot more study montages and her talking about studying and her talking with her tutors. I cut a lot out because it's not really interesting to watch. It reads to me like she's trying to prove to the people watching that she knows what she's talking about and taking this seriously, but I don't know, man. I imagine this was posted to try and humanize her, to gain sympathy, for people to feel bad for her, especially since the Kardashians and any other celebrity that is flexing their wealth right now are being hated on so bad. And for good reason. But needless to say, people weren't exactly sympathetic. Rich people tears mean nothing to me. Mind you, she's just doing this for fun. Kim, people are dying. People are sleeping on sidewalks. My man passed the bar first try, because he went to law school. Every time I feel like I'm one step ahead, girl, you are permanently 20 steps ahead of literally everybody else in the world. Oh, wow. Anyways, free Palestine. LMAO, billionaires roleplay being human. I'm gonna film this because I need attention. Oh my God, I'm just so peeks at camera to make sure the angle is right. Tired. Oh no, poor billionaire. Kim, people can't afford food. When you realize money can't, in fact, buy everything, those aren't real stresses or problems. Imagine doing the bar exam with no money or car and take the bus. Imagine how tired those people are. As convincing as Erica Kirk. Anyways, what are y'all having for lunch? Gonna film this because I want to seem relatable. Imagine how us poor mere mortals feel. She has all the resources in the world. There are law students who have to work 2 jobs plus school. Skill issue. Imagine this exact feeling, but with no money also. Celebrity culture is dying. Finally. What was the thing she said about people not wanting to work? Yeah. Imagine feeling like this and having to clean your own toilet and do your own washing and make your own meals and wonder where your next dollar is coming from. The hater in me loves that she can't buy this. I'm sorry, but am I missing something? Is she not a multi-millionaire, if not billionaire? Am I supposed to feel bad for her? Because me and many people my age are barely able to pay rent and eat at the same time with 2 full-time jobs. This is the acting she should have brought to All's Fair. Hold on a second, let me go grab my violin. Kim, spare us. No money, no time off, no tutors, still passed. The rich people didn't win this time, Hope Corps. Money can't buy everything, and thank God for that. And this backlash wasn't just dunking on her for failing. It was about her crying about a setback that for her comes with unlimited tutoring, financial security, household help, literally every possible resource imaginable. Resources that most of us could only dream of. Help that most of us could only dream of. And like, we're supposed to feel bad for her? Why did she post this? I'm gonna be honest, the only time I'm gonna feel bad for a millionaire or billionaire is like if their dog dies, and that's mostly for the dog. If you are not doing anything to improve the world around you during the biggest wealth gap in history, during a time where most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, where people are working 40 hours a week plus a part-time job and still aren't able to pay all their bills, I do not fucking care about your problems. Because you have the money to pay to fix them. And if it's something you can't fix with money, you can pay for distractions to make yourself feel better.
I cannot believe that there are average Americans who feel bad for Kim Kardashian for not passing the bar. I know that does not sound like an empathetic response. Like, I'm not holding sympathy for another human. People are like, oh my God, like it's so sad. Like it's such a real and raw human experience. No, it's not. Kim Kardashian is going to law school for a hobby. She is going to law school because she can. And she can afford it, and she can mess up, and she can afford it again, and she can fail, and she can afford it again, and she can just keep doing this until she eventually passes. But when we are talking about something like this, when everyday Americans cannot feed their families, they cannot afford to live in America, they are in debt, the last single fuck I have to give is if Kim Kardashian passes the bar to become a lawyer. For fucking what? Kim Kardashian has the capabilities to be able to help humankind right now, just with her name. She does not have to be a lawyer. I think that this is one of those things that celebrities try to cosplay like they're just normal human beings. She's a billionaire, a billionaire. You could help people right now.
At what point do we decide like somebody's no longer allowed to have an experience like human emotion?
The cutoff is when you hit a billy. The cutoff is when you become a billionaire. With that amount of money, the way that you could cut so many people's struggles in half or get rid of them entirely. But you don't. So why the hell should we give you any grace? Why should we care? If she is going to go and have $1 billion and have the capability of changing so many people's lives and she doesn't, and then she comes online crying about not passing the bar, why should we care? And sure, people don't have to comment, but it's infuriating. People can't eat. People can't pay for their medical bills. Hell, even James Vanderbeek, the star of Dawson's Creek, is selling memorabilia because he cannot pay to treat his cancer. That's insanity. So imagine a regular person, just any Joe Schmo on the street. They're going to die of that cancer.
For most of us online, this tantrum is just another reminder of how disconnected celebrities are from everyday people and, like, reality. When ordinary people fail a licensing exam, they lose the money it costs to sign up for those exams. They lose their time, they lose opportunities. They may even lose their job, depending on the type of license. When a billionaire fails an exam, that's a relatable moment that is milked for content, but it's not working out for them anymore. It's not cute anymore when celebrities cosplay struggle while being supported by their wealth, usually given to them by their fans. Kim Kardashian doesn't need to become a lawyer to support her family or to support herself. She also doesn't have the same kind of obstacles that literally any other law student has to begin with. Kim Kardashian has the freedom to study whenever she wants, no financial risk, a team of nannies, personal tutors, a TV show to make content about her entire journey. Like, she's literally making money off her failure. It doesn't matter what happens. She's still profiting from this process. And multiple other businesses bringing in revenue. Like, we are not the same. And frankly, I'll say it, it's embarrassing that she failed. And I know there are plenty of people who are very smart who failed the bar exam. I'm not saying if you fail the bar, you should be embarrassed. I'm saying Kim Kardashian should be embarrassed because she has the money and the time to completely dedicate to passing this test.
I'm gonna be mean, prepare yourselves. Kim Kardashian failing the bar, with the amount of resources that she has, maybe she should give up, because maybe you're just too stupid to be a lawyer at this point. If you're a billionaire and you have a tutor to help you every single step of the way and spoon feed you the answers, I don't know, that's a little embarrassing, because I'm in grad school right now, and I think if I had like a private tutor to help me every single step of the way, I would never fail anything. I think I'd be valedictorian low-key. Anyways, crying because she failed the bar with all the resources in the world. Yeah, maybe it's just not for you, girl.
She could, I don't know, actually do what law students do, what her father did, and go to fucking law school. But here we are. Also found out that in order to go to law school, she would also need to get her bachelor's degree, which she does not have. She has, quote, completed legal studies, but does not have a bachelor's degree and therefore cannot go to law school until she gets one. Even with all the time and resources in the world, she's still trying to take the easy way out. Like, goddamn. I'm not saying that people should have to suffer in their lives to get an advanced degree. I'm not saying that. But there is some amount of sacrifice that has to take place, and that's just a fucking fact. And she doesn't want to make that sacrifice. She won't go to law school. It doesn't really seem like she's taking any of this seriously. And she just wants it to go her way. The whining is embarrassing. You are 45 fucking years old. Grow the fuck up. The vibe that I got from this entire video was rich white woman who was frustrated that something didn't go exactly the way she wanted. Breaking news, celebrities discover that some things require hard work and time to accomplish. What's wrong, Kim? I thought you wanted to work.
Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
And don't get me wrong, she's allowed to be upset about failing an exam, okay? I'm not a monster. Of course she's allowed to be upset. But similarly, I'm not obligated to offer you sympathy. This could have been a moment that she had in private with herself, with her family, but that's not how the Kardashians are. Everything is monetized. Every moment, every victory, every failure, every argument, every drama, everything is content, baby. And when you consent to putting those parts of your life online, again, no one was telling her to do this, there is always a chance that somebody's gonna clown on you. Especially videos like this that are purely meant to receive validation and sympathy. Because here's the thing too, if she wanted to humanize herself, she could have just done it honestly. Like if she was like, you know what? For all of you who are struggling out there, I'm there with you. I feel the bar and I feel like giving up. And honestly, if any of you have any tips about staying motivated, let's help each other in the comments. That would have been infinitely better than whatever the fuck this was. In a recent episode of the Kardashians reality show, they revealed that Kim has holes in her brain. You don't say. Speaking to celebrity psychologist Dr. Daniel Amen, the billionaire learned that initial scans showed low activity in parts of her brain, pointing out what he described as holes in her frontal lobe that could be caused by chronic stress. Now, she has promoted all kinds of products for years, including various wellness products, which has people thinking that this segment, coupled with her very public reaction to failing the bar and struggling with the material necessary to pass that test, is priming her for a potential partnership with Neuralink, Elon Musk's brain implant company. Now, on the surface, this might seem like a leap, but Kim Kardashian has promoted Elon Musk's products for years, even after his steep decline in popularity. And it would be in line with her brand to show a very emotional clip of her most recent failure and use that to springboard into some kind of major sponsorship. Now, some people have predicted that she'll sell things like ashwagandha gummies or some proactive medicinal supplement for the brain, but I wouldn't be surprised if she went full Black Mirror for a check. Again, this is all speculation. It is just something to be on the lookout for because it is an incredibly invasive procedure with mixed results.
A lot of people do not know the end game for Neuralink and Kim Kardashian. The end game is disability, boo. Have you ever heard of the phrase, bodies built for labor but not the intellect to profit? That was the entire justification for enslavement, right? If you actually hear about how colonizers and slave traders talked about Black and Indigenous people, they talked about those two groups of people like they were physically primed to labor for free because they didn't really know about capitalism. They weren't smart enough to extract profit. That wasn't just the justification for enslavement, it was also the justification for residential schools, institutionalizing Indigenous people. And now you'll have to pay for the intellect to profit. That's the entire point of AI and AI's force into our society, right? Is to pay for your ability to profit. Otherwise, you're part of the slave labor force. Because if you can't afford a subscription to your own mind, to your own thoughts, to your own creativity, then you don't deserve to profit in the first place because you weren't smart enough to get it in the first place. A lot of you talk about disability as though it's inherently tied to capitalism and your ability to produce labor, which it is, but also disability is whatever the fuck they say it is. So
here's my solution, Kim. Close your doors, put your phone down, and shut the fuck up. Rich people all around the world, shut the fuck up. People would not be chanting "Eat the rich" this much if you just stayed inside and shut the fuck up. The reason why people hate millionaires and billionaires so goddamn much is because they're flaunting their wealth and their affluence while their companies avoid paying taxes, underpay their employees, while the rest of us are struggling. That is why they fucking hate you. It's the lack of self-awareness. It's the cruelty. The destruction of the middle class. Not only are you fucking tone deaf, but you don't contribute anything back into society. You don't. And then for whatever reason, whether it's Elon Musk crying about people being mean to him on Twitter or Kim K crying about not passing the bar, we don't feel bad for you. We don't feel bad for you. It is your kind that have made this country, this world, unlivable and unsustainable. You selfish fucks. Celebrity worship is dying, and that is an excellent thing. Because it makes absolutely no fucking sense. If you lose your job tomorrow, Kim K is not gonna care. She's not gonna give you a fucking job. She could retire tomorrow and be completely fine. I don't really know how to end this video. These celebrities and influencers and 1%ers, tech giants, do not care about us and will not be coming to save us. We've seen the people who have helped others in need during these times. We've seen the organizations and the communities that have stepped up when SNAP benefits were cut, when people couldn't afford to give their children Christmas presents this year. It wasn't any of these fucking celebrities. It was people scraping together $2, $3, $4, $5, organizing, and doing their best to make their communities better. Just a little bit at a time. I've talked about this a lot on this channel here. The soup kitchen from a couple videos ago that is raising money because the church that they were initially a part of is evicting them is listed in the description below. Feel free to donate to them. They're an awesome cause. We as a community will continue to lift each other up because we are all we have. I don't do these rant videos very often, but let me know if you enjoy it because I'm sure I can find something else to complain about. As always, I have Rowan's GoFundMe linked below. She was supposed to attend university this year, but Israel bombed her home and her school out of existence. The second season of Westerly Academy is out now. For those that don't know, this is the D&D campaign that I run where the ad revenue goes directly to Palestinian families. So by literally watching D&D, you are helping the people of Palestine. The second episode of season 2 should be going live on December 7th, I believe. I'll try to post about it more frequently, but make sure to check it out. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Check out our sponsor Kitsch in the description below. And if you want to be an absolute sweetie pie, you can become a sponsor of this channel by subscribing to my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Bye. Very special thank you to Bagel's dad, Derek, Anonymous, Tiny Axes, and Robin Fellows.